battle. Let's play pickleball.
Happy Thursday, everyone, and welcome to the beautiful mountains of Brigham City, Utah, just an hour north of Salt Lake City. This is the 17th stop on the Carvana PPA Tour, and it is Mixed Doubles Day, and you are watching the Vulcan Tournament of Champions as we take you inside Pioneer Park, beautifully nestled in the midst of the mountains. Thrilled to have you with us this afternoon alongside top pro pickleball coach Kyle McKenzie. I'm Michelle McMahon, bringing you the action all afternoon, and this is going to be a good matchup. Tyler Leung and Vivienne David pairing up today for our first match. Here are the storylines, though, we are following, including the defending medalists. From just a season ago, Jessie Irvine and Riley Newman pairing up as the top seed, a couple of unique seeded pairs. What else are you watching out for this weekend, Kyle?
Yeah, I'm looking at Leah Jansen and Federico Staksrud. This is going to be their third tournament together. They've looked really good in their first two, seem to be getting better, adding more chemistry to their game, and this might be the tournament that they find the podium.
Up first, as I mentioned, Tyler Leung and Vivienne David pairing up for the first time in this one. And of course, Leung, the Utah native, top left side of your screen, black shirt. He is from Utah, the lefty, the Ernie King. What are you looking out for in this mixed doubles matchup with the pressure he can apply from the Ernie?
Yeah, he's definitely the veteran of the four on the court here. Not known as the most aggressive player in mixed doubles. Very patient, very calculated, very tough to attack. And as you mentioned, if you dink up his line, he can Ernie right there with the best of them.
And for Vivienne David, she's got a lot of length. She has a strong tennis background. Born in Washington.
Game one, time
played Division I tennis, and it is time for first serve. Helen Monson and Robert Brandt on the opposing side. Big angle on the backhand from Glosman right away. She's a name that is emerging in the professional circuit.
Yeah, hasn't been on the scene very long, but certainly one to watch for. Has a lot of tools very naturally. She's only going to get better and better over the next couple of years.
Second serve.
Gets clipped off the top of the paddle there.
Nice coverage there by Brandt, helping his partner out, making sure he's got that middle covered on that speed up from Glosman.
0-0-2. Side out.
Leung unable to come up with the dig in transition.
0-0-1.
And Monson and Brandt will get the ball back.
What an angle. Defensive deflection from Tyler Leung.
Yeah, not a bad attack there by Brandt. Just a little bit off the line. Tough to get through Tyler Leung with his fast hands.
That's a nice backhand from Vivienne David, the tennis background shining through.
And already early here, we've seen some of the power on display from Glosman.
Easy finish for Tyler Leung down the line. And we talk about that lefty a lot on the right-hand side as Leung takes back the serve. Touch on that in a moment.
Second serve.
Miscommunication in the middle.
Yeah, Lung and Glasman really appear to be coming out firing. They're really
1-0-2.
testing the hands early of Monson and Brandt. Nice concentration there by Brandt. Always tough to do when you're dealing with a let cord and you have to kind of change your location for the volley.
Point.
Robert Brandt finds the opening slow start, it seems like, for Lung and Glasman, a new partnership.
Yeah, still early, but they
1-1-1.
definitely seem to be a little antsy as far as wanting to attack everything. Haven't quite settled into
Second
a lot
serve.
of dink rallies just yet.
1-1-2.
Just back on the
Point.
return for Glasman.
2-1-2.
Well defended that time, and they get the serve back. 2 chances. When you are facing a team that can throw in a lot of off-speed and
1-2-1.
maybe some stuff you're not used to, how does that impact your performance in just a moment?
Second
Yeah,
serve.
no, the first time you're playing a team, especially if they have some misdirection or some different shots, it takes a minute to get used to. You've just got to kind of stay the course,
1-2-2.
play your game, and always be using any information that your opponents give you to be better prepared later.
Side out.
Glasman just struggling a little bit with her range early.
2-1-1. Point.
Again, we haven't mentioned the altitude and the elevation here. If you're not acclimated, it really
3-1-1.
takes a while to get used to, especially return of serves really tend to carry here.
Helen
Point.
Monson right at Vivienne Glasman.
Yeah, Glasman was clearly shaded to her forehand side. Nice job by Monson going right into her belly button.
4-1-1. Second serve.
You know, it seems a little reckless from Brandt there, but I don't mind the play. He's trying to do his job, be
4-1-2.
aggressive, test the hands of Glasman, maybe just a little low, but I like him looking to be aggressive here.
Lung finds the corner.
Side out.
And a 3-point hole early for Tyler Lung and Vivienne Glasman looking to get their game going.
1-4-1.
What do they need to get back to?
I think they just need to be a little bit more patient and work the point a little longer.
Second serve.
Glasman caught moving there. Looked like she couldn't make up her mind whether to move forward and attack or stay back and defend.
1-4-2. Side out.
And again, we mentioned the power that Glasman possesses. It's clear that she has that, but in this elevation,
4-1-1.
it's going to be tough. She's already seen a lot of her shots fly here early.
Tyler
Second
Lung
serve.
coming to life.
Yeah, known to have one of the liveliest arms on those put-away shots in the men's game.
4-1-2. Side out.
Well, Brandt was able to reset a couple, but couldn't convert on the last one. So good pressure by Glasman.
1-4-1. Second
This
serve.
third into the net for Lung. Looking very unlike his usual self.
1-4-2.
Vivienne Glasman a couple times has been loaded up on the two-handed backhand.
Yeah, she has plenty of put-away
Yes,
power
sir.
when she times that. Well played.
2-4-2. Side out.
Yeah, and so far here, both Lung and Glasman just struggling to find their range in the soft game.
4-2-1.
It's a little surprising. Expected them to come out a little bit more sharp in that category. But it's still very early.
Point.
I believe Helen Monson is the mother of 7. Just started the
5-2-1.
sport a couple years ago, if this article stands correct.
Pretty darn impressive to be playing at this level.
Tweener from Tyler Loong. Style points and effective.
Yeah, excellent recognition there by Glosman, realizing that the opposing team would want to play it back to Loong. She cut off the angle for the poach. Well done.
5-2-2. Side out.
So a 5-1 scoreline. Pretty shocking start here in game one for
2-5-1.
Loong and Glosman.
Point.
Unforced error there by Monson.
3-5-1.
Glosman will certainly take that as they're trying to mount a comeback here.
Easy
Point.
find for Tyler Loong. And this is the run they've been waiting on all match long so far.
Yeah, very ambitious
4-5-1.
shot selection there by Brandt to try to speed up through Loong when he's off balance. With Loong's fast hands, that's going to be a tough proposition.
And despite the
Second
quite
serve.
short return, still found a way to hold for Monson and Brandt. So Glosman will be the second server.
4-5-2.
Good
Point.
drive from Glosman, catching Monson and Brandt out of position.
I think Brandt's paddle actually got in the way. Monson tried to hit the volley, and it ricocheted off her
5-5-2.
partner's paddle.
These two have only been partners for 2 weeks. Like the
Point.
inside-out drop from Glosman to start. Tyler Loong finishes off the point.
Yeah, solid point
Timeout
there by
receiving team,
Monson and
6-5-2.
Brandt. Brandt had a ball to attack, but he just put it right at that Loong forehand, and Loong was more than ready.
Timeout called on the court. We will take 1-2. Tyler Loong coming to life on his side, and they need it.
Pioneered by revolutionary technology, backed by relentless research, we bring you an unmatched quality of product made right here in the USA. Each performance paddle is engineered to perfection and built to last. Because when it comes to the sport we all love, quality and performance matter.
We're Carvana, the company who invented car vending machines and buying a car 100% online. Now we've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Whether it's a year old or a few years old, we want to buy your car. So go to Carvana, enter your license plate, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates your car's value and gives you a real offer in seconds. When you're ready, we'll come to you, pay you on the spot, and pick up your car. That's it. So ditch the old way of selling your car and say hello to the new way at Carvana.
You cannot stop it. Quitting was never an option. You cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
Vivienne Glosman and Tyler Loong off to a run. They were trailing 5-1 at one point. Now have scored 5 unanswered. Glosman, the second server. Slow start.
Point.
Robert Brandt and Helen Monson just met 2 weeks ago, and they're residing in Utah.
7-5-2.
Barely more than a pickleball blind date.
Side out.
Big finish for Monson. She said they met only 2 weeks ago, as I mentioned, and Helen has been playing for 5 years.
5-7-1.
She does indeed have 7 kids, who also, 3 of them also play. Down the middle finish
Second
for
serve.
Tyler Loong. It's her first pro event, so that can throw in some off-speed, some unique shots that these typical pros, Tyler Loong, Vivienne David, might not be used to seeing, and that can cause a slower start.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, all the pressure's on them. They're the favorites. They're expected to win here, but so far, Brandt and Monson are putting up a very good fight.
What an angle inside out for Vivienne David.
Yeah, nice recognition from her. Brandt has been really cheating towards that middle throughout the match. Every now and then, a good aggressive cross-court dink is a good way to keep that your opponent honest.
Good setup from Loong. Pop-up chance finished by David.
Loong and David working a little shake and bake there.
8-5-1. Point.
Another inside-out volley setup from David for Loong to finish.
Yeah, it's a couple of times now that Brandt's been scrambling a little off balance, and he's tried speeding the ball up. Very tough proposition when you don't have your feet underneath you.
Miscommunication in the middle. Robert Brandt finding the opening.
It's one potential downside of having that lefty-righty combo and both forehands in the middle. Communication becomes that much more important.
Point.
Game point for Loong and David.
Point game, switch ends.
Missed return, and Loong and David will take the opener after a slow start. They found their rhythm and didn't look back on that sequence.
Yeah, like you said, once they got going, put together a nice run. Expect them to maybe start a little bit stronger in this second game.
Loong and David on top 11-5. We will be back with game 2 on the other side.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour.
To make it to the game, it takes dedication and training. To stay in the game, it takes grit and stamina. To win the game, it takes strategy and skill. You keep focus on your approach, drop, and champion shots, and we'll help you stay focused on your strength, flexibility, speed, and downtime. Having a sports medicine partner in your court is key to helping you make it to the game, stay in the game, and win the game. Select Medical is proud to be the exclusive provider of physical therapy of the PPA Tour.
Back on championship court here at the Vulcan Tournament of Champions. Tyler Loong, a Vulcan-sponsored athlete, on center court. What do they need to continue to stick to in this matchup against a 47 seed that one of them playing in their first ever pro event, throwing things off with their off-speed?
Well, they came out being very, very aggressive. I think they just need to get back to fundamental pickleball, work the point a little longer, and the longer the point goes, the bigger the advantage it is for Loong and David.
1-0-2. Side out.
Robert Brandt has a college basketball and tennis background, all-around athlete. Unique grip on his paddle as well. David has been dominating that backhand side of Brandt. Like that ball might have been close.
Too close for comfort.
0-1-2.
both sides. Loom finishing the point.
Yeah, definitely the best point of the match. Brandt used early aggression to get his team ahead, but great defense from Glosman and Leung, and ultimately they're able to win the hand battle at the kitchen line.
1-0-1.
Oh, good defense from Brandt. Oh, misses the net.
Point.
After battling back, Vivienne Glosman pulled a couple of nice angles.
Yeah,
backhand.
she had Brandt on a string, and he extended that point as long as he could, and maybe got a little antsy trying to speed that last ball up on the dead run.
2-0-1. Point.
Seen just a few return errors recently from Monson and Brandt. Those are killers. Got to really limit your free points here at the pro level.
Point.
Yeah, and that's a play that Leung and Glosman can use against a lot of teams. Leung with a very good forehand drive, and we talked about the power and the athleticism that Glosman possesses. Very good in that poaching role.
Second serve. 4-0-2.
Good find for Leung down the middle. No lob opportunity with a lefty.
Timeout receiving team, 5-0-2.
The right side of the court. Timeout is called as Monson and Brandt still continue to take the early lead in game 2. I don't think that score is correct. We'll be right back after this short break. Back in beautiful Brigham City, Utah, Tyler Leung and Vivienne Glosman off to a better start here in game 2. Vivienne Glosman, we mentioned, a strong college tennis background, but making an emergence in the sport. Got promoted to the premier level this year in MLP. And after this serve, let's chat about what would take her game to the next level.
Point.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You can see the power, you can see the shot making, the athleticism. But what takes longer in a pickleball pro's progression is often just the soft stuff. You see how much she's wanting to drive her third. There's nothing wrong with that. But against certain teams, it really is more advantageous to play that patient route. So getting comfortable in the soft game just as much as the power game is really important to be a top-level pro. But credit to her. You mentioned that she's in the Premier League now. She hasn't been on the scene very long, so to be drafted in Premier is quite a testament to the tools that she can bring to the table.
One of 6 players to earn the promotion.
Side out.
Played her freshman year at Cal with Anna Bright.
6-0-1.
Introduced her to the sport of pickleball. And then she finished her tennis career at Virginia.
We saw Anna Bright absolutely storm on the pro scene, having success almost immediately jumping into pickleball. So you imagine there's quite a few of her old college buddies that are thinking, maybe this sport might be for me too.
Point.
That's a nice backhand. We've seen that shot, and this duo has a lot of upside with the backhand ability. You know, Vivienne Glasman has been exploiting that all match long.
Second serve.
Yeah, Leung just caught with his weight going slightly backwards, rose up, and that's often what's going to make that ball sail a little bit long.
Side out.
Glasman off a little bit on the last couple drive attempts she's had.
8-point run, though.
Yep, still well in control here.
Second serve.
You see Monson cheat forward after the drive there. When she's that far behind the baseline, I'd rather see her split step immediately, plan to usually drop that fifth.
Point.
When you move forward a little too fast off the drive, a lot of times your feet will be exposed and your next shot will be that much tougher.
Point.
Brandt goes for the drive. Glasman swings it into the net.
Yeah, just able to jam Glasman just enough on that forehand side to earn the error.
Good setup by Glasman. And Leung there to put the pressure on with the forehand.
8-2-1. Point.
Yeah, don't mind the attack at all for Monson. She had a ball sitting up, tried to go through Glasman there, but Glasman is ready.
Point.
Wide for Monson.
10-2-1.
Oh, sounded like Brandt yelled the middle of the point that it was wide, and Leung and Glasman wrap things up and take the opening round match. A unique opening round match it was, Kyle.
Yeah, definitely. And Glasman and Leung started just a little bit slow there early, but once they found their rhythm, they were in complete control of this one. So good fight from Monson and Brandt. They'll learn from this one. I'm sure it's a great experience for them, but Leung and Glasman will be moving on.
We're stepping aside, and we will catch up with Leung and Glasman live after this.
For many of us, we just charge ahead because planning for your future takes time. And right now, thinking about your financial future takes on new meaning. At Baird, our financial advisors have guided individuals and families to achieve their goals through every crisis evolution and groundbreaking idea for over 100 years. That's the difference between thinking you're ready for what lies ahead and knowing you've planned for it. Now that's different. Discover the Baird difference.
Play hard for fun, to win, to live. Whatever your play, there's Penetrax Joint and Muscle Cream to let you play on. Deep penetrating relief without greasiness, irritation, or unpleasant odor. Inspired by nature and 100% guaranteed. Try Penetrax and play on.
Gearbox introduces the all-new CX-14 Ultimate Power with SST Core. All-new power band technology, delivering controlled, effortless power. All technology, every shot.
Back at the Vulcan Tournament of Champions, Tyler Leung and Vivienne David testing out a new partnership, and they are through to the next round. And Vulcan's very own Tyler Leung and Vivienne joining us live now. Guys, welcome. How do you, Tyler, starting with you, how do you approach this matchup when it's a lesser-known entity on the other side and you're testing out a new partnership with Vivienne?
That's a great question. So fortunately for me, I do know them. They're both Utah locals, and so I've seen their game, and so we kind of strategized beforehand, and we got a lot of rec games in yesterday and the day before, so we were feeling pretty good, testing out the waters the first few points, and then I think we figured it out a little bit.
So Vivienne, you're still somewhat newer on the scene, stormed on the scene, but playing with Tyler, who's had a ton of experience, played at the pro level for a long time. How nice is it having somebody with his experience that you can share the court with?
Yeah, obviously it's really nice having someone with that experience. I don't really know what else to say. He's just been
you can
nice
say more.
And great.
We'll switch it back over to you, Tyler. You got Zane Navratil and Andrea Koop up next. And how do you guys take this partnership to the next step against an opponent like that?
Yeah, hopefully they put us on a streaming court. I think that'll be a good match. I'm actually on the same MLP team as Andrea Koop, and so it should be fun. I mean, both Zane and Andrea are both excellent players. Yeah, hopefully we all can play our best and have a good match.
So Vivienne, we know that you're somewhat new, coming from tennis, but obviously had a lot of success in pickleball. What's your message for tennis players thinking about giving this sport a try?
I would just get rid of the ego and try it out. It's a lot of fun. I feel like all tennis players look at the sport and just think it's kind of not real, but I mean, just try it out as a hobby, and you never know where it'll take you. I quit my job for it, so yeah.
That's pretty awesome that you can call pickleball your full-time job. Well, guys, thanks so much for joining us. Congrats on moving through to the next round, and hopefully see you coming up in the later rounds. And we will take one more break and get you out to our next matchup here on Championship Court. Jade Kawamoto teaming up with Deco Barr. We'll be right back.
Follow your vibe. Busy Hard Seltzer, flavor for every vibe.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Hey, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my.
Pack all the things. Fly on your schedule. Reward yourself and the girls whenever. Stay or go when you wanna. And more is on the way. So when you're ready to go, go with heart. Go with Southwest.
Check this out. This is Venom Go by Hyperice. You stick this pod on this pad and boom, instant relief wherever you need it. With 9 different variations of heat and vibration, you can soothe your sore muscles instantly. The tight spot on your neck, That little knot on your back, that shoulder that always bugs you, and your tight calf after a ride, say bye-bye to the pain and soreness. Heating up 6 times faster than any other heating pad. Ooh, that's hot. It's designed to get you out and moving. What are you waiting for?
The Carvana PPA Tour is brought to you by Hyundai, Baird, Vizzy, Carvana, Vulcan, Fila Pickleball, Hertz, and Duper.
Welcome back to Brigham City, Utah. Another good matchup coming your way. Jade Kawamoto and Deco Barr taking on Maggie Brasha and Hayden Patriquin in this one. Team in the black shirts, that's Maggie and Hayden over on the right side of your screen. Top right, Deco Barr in the green, and Jade Kawamoto in the blue. You're watching the Vulcan Tournament of Champions, and this is our second round matchup. Early impressions of this one on both sides. Kyle?
It should be a very even match, at least on paper. You've got Deco Barr and Jade Kawamoto. Deco with maybe the biggest serve and the biggest drive in the game, so he's going to look to use that as often as possible in mixed, and he's got a fantastic partner in Jade Kawamoto. Gets everything back, can scrape and claw and do whatever she needs to do to stay in a point. And then you've got Hayden Patriquin and Maggie Brasha, and Hayden is not big in stature, but he is really developed his game to be a very complete player at this stage in his pickleball career. I think his biggest strength is aggressive placement, his usage of all the spins, his variety, and he actually has a very lively arm for being a little bit smaller in stature compared to some of the other top male pros. And then with Maggie Brasha, really a fantastic mixed doubles player. These two have played together a lot, and she's very tough in that cross-court pattern with her forehand dink. Gets a good amount of topspin on it.
Of course, Jade, the lefty on Hayden Patriquin, will look to find some holes there. How does that change things for the guy in the mixed doubles partnership, if at all, when the female is a lefty?
Yeah, I think just more of a precedent is put on communication. I think that Jade has enough experience where she's going to be ready in a mixed doubles pairing, even with her forehand, to at times defer to Deco's forehand. But it's going to be important that they talk on those middle balls, because it's going to be an argument for either of them to play some of those with the forehand side.
Well, if anyone has the size advantage on the court, it's definitely Deco Barr. He is a big man with a big wingspan. He is, of course, a prolific tennis background, one of the veterans of the sport. What does he bring to the table most in terms of mixed doubles, of what makes him a good men's partner?
Well, we mentioned the serve and the drive, and he's going to use that as often as possible. As long as he can keep that in control here in the altitude, I think that's going to be a big weapon for him. But also, once he's up at the kitchen line, he can cover a lot of court with his length, with his ability to Ernie from way out of position with his athleticism and those big strides. So he certainly makes his presence known in mixed doubles. Brasha and Patrick are going to have to balance keeping him honest with also keeping the ball away from him when they can.
Maggie Brasha, one of the several pros on tour, with a sister on tour, Jade also being one of those. And Maggie, you mentioned the forehand rolls that she possesses. She's also a full-time college student and a professional pickleball player. That's a lot of life to balance, and a computer science major. So a player to watch. She's 20 years old, a lot of upside.
Yes.
And she gets to play with the feisty Hayden Patriquin.
Yeah, and they've played together quite a bit, Michelle, so they've got a lot of natural chemistry, have always had quite a bit of success on the mixed doubles side. But again, this is going to be a very tough matchup for them in Dekel Barr and Jade Kawamoto.
Hayden Patrick, of course, just 18 years old.
Game 1. Time in. 0-0-2.
And we are underway with first serve.
Side out.
Dekel Barr trying to use that third shot drive early. Jade just unable to come up with that fifth shot drop.
Second serve.
On pressure from Dekel Barr.
0-0-2.
Well fought off by Maggie Brasha from offense to defense and everything in between.
Yeah, you see all the court coverage there in that point from Dekel Barr, but Brasha and Patrick did a good job of moving the ball around and staying in control in that point.
0-1-1.
Dekel Barr goes
Second
big,
serve.
sends it long. That's how the altitude can get you.
0-1-2.
That shot choice going deep down the middle.
Yeah, I think he just tried to disguise it a little bit, but like you mentioned, going to be tougher to speed up those
Side
low
out.
balls in this altitude, so he'll have to be a little more selective with that trigger pull.
1-0-1. Point. I did not see it. Did you see
Nice
it?
job. Nice job leaning in there from Patrick Quinn.
Looked like Dekel Barr wanted to call that one
2-0-1.
out. Never made a strong call on it, so Brasha and Patrick take the 2-point lead.
Second serve.
Yeah, Patrick Quinn thinking that ball would maybe be just up a little bit higher by the time he got to it, but it just
2-0-2.
dipped a little bit out of his strike zone.
Point.
And so far early in this match, Brasha and Patrick Quinn have done a great job of going at
3-0-2.
Dekel Barr, keeping him honest, keeping him out of that middle of the court in that off-the-ball role that he likes so much.
Side out. Zero, 3-1.
Oh, what a grab from Barr. Dekel Barr saving the point, starting with that lefty dig out.
Yeah, some excellent defense put on display, and Brasha trying again to dink up the line to
1-3-1.
Dekel, but just put a little too much air under it. He was ready to attack.
Point. Two, 3-1. Point.
Barr doing a nice job of disguising that initial attack, going right into the body of
3-3-1.
Patrick Quinn and ready for it to come right back to his forehand for the 1-2 combo.
Hayden Patrick Quinn all
Second
over
serve.
the pop-up chance.
Yeah, and that time Brasha being bold and going right at
3-3-2.
Dekel Barr, right into his body and able to get through.
Oh, Hayden
Side out.
Patrick Quinn on the sneak attack angle.
Yeah, just a perfect location from him, going out wide, but pushing it back far enough, not allowing Barr to have a look at the
3-3-1.
ATP.
Hayden Patriquin might not be as big in stature, but he is dominant with his hands.
Yeah, very fast reflexes, great anticipation from him dealing with the deckle bar attack.
He's been playing pickleball for 4 years, started with his grandpa, of course, has that strong baseball background of 12 years. Both he and Connor Garnett in that category.
Second serve.
Barr doing a nice job there, Barr, using his length, clogging the middle as he's known to do in mixed doubles especially.
Side out.
Patriquin trying to stay on the attack as he got a weak reply from Barr, but again, just dipped a little bit too low for him to continue attacking out of the air.
Brasha going for the backhand of Barr, right choice. Just couldn't execute it, top of the tape.
And it's so tough to find that perfect balance of making Dekel honest, but not going to him too much where you're letting him be too involved.
Oh, Hayden Patriquin will keep him honest on that point.
And that's what you are vulnerable at when you're standing in the middle of the court. You can cover a lot of the speed ups, but those aggressive angles are often what you leave open.
Point.
I wonder if because Patriquin's lower to the ground, it's easier for him to maneuver such angles.
5-5-2.
Oh, Brasha almost had it, going toe-to-toe with Dekel Barr once again.
Yeah, it'll be a tough proposition. Anytime you're leaving kind of a dead dink up to Dekel Barr, he's going to take the chance to speed up at Brasha. Feels like he has the advantage as the point gets faster.
Dekel Barr putting all the pressure on with a couple of speed ups, and now a 2-point lead for Kawamoto and Barr.
7-5-2. Side out.
Yeah, Dekel being very aggressive, trying to speed up that backhand. He anticipated where it was going, but just one half a step too far stretched out.
Second serve.
Where are you targeting on the thirds for Brasha and Patriquin?
Yeah, I would try to go more towards Kawamoto and get Barr extended just like that. If you dare them to go one step too far, at that point, they're definitely leaving something open, and you can often take advantage.
Patriquin did there. 1-point game.
Point.
A little bit wide there by Kawamoto.
7-7-2.
Trying to be more aggressive and roll that two-handed backhand. Don't mind the play, but just couldn't quite convert there.
Timeout called, 7-all.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get it, no call it quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of this, yeah. Better move, you might get knocked out.
Jade Kawamoto and Deco Barr looking to hold
7-7-2.
off Maggie Brasha and Hayden Patriquin. They're on a run. They tied it up.
Point.
And added another point off a let cord. Tough bounce
8-7-2.
for Barr.
Side out.
That would have been quite the angle if it went over. Hayden Patriquin carving out only shots
7-8-1.
he is proven to hit.
Second serve.
Yeah, Barr trying to be extra aggressive on the serve. That's the one thing to kind of watch. Is
7-8-2.
we talked about his aggressive serve, but in this altitude, sometimes you have to take a little bit off your usual tempo.
Maggie Brasha reaching in, attacking the backhand of Deco Barr. You love the audacity.
Yeah, you know, she won the pattern. She got the pop-up
8-7-1.
from Jade and found a location that looked like just surprised Barr just enough to get through.
Point.
Nice job by Patriquin staying on the attack,
9-7-1.
giving his team the 2-point lead here.
Deco Barr on the run. And the poach down the middle.
Yeah, Barr going with the Burt in front of his partner, Jade, from the opposite side. Very impressive.
Good reflexes from Patriquin. Almost got a tattoo. Early finish, and a beauty it was from Deco Barr. Gets the serve back. Crucial time to do it.
Yeah, Deco Barr is everywhere right now, trying to will his team to victory in this first game. Still down a couple points.
7-9-1.
Just wide for
Second serve.
Jade.
Yeah, she definitely had an opening up the line with Patriquin cheating towards the middle, just couldn't quite straighten it out.
7-9-2.
Maggie Brasha big on the overhead finish. They earned the side out unscathed and 2 points away from taking the opener.
9-7-1.
Oh, and then she finds that shot. Perfectly placed in the corner.
Brasha had been having success going right at the body of Deco Barr, but with him cheating towards the middle, she uses a nice little inside-out forehand to find the line.
Game point, and Patriquin will do it on the third shot drop. Down the line on Deco Barr. What a finish for Maggie and Hayden.
Yeah, it looked like there was just a little bit of miscommunication there on that last point from Kawamoto and Barr, and they're going to have to regroup if they want to come out strong in this second game.
All right, now all the momentum on the side of Maggie Brasha and Hayden Patriquin, who take game one, 11-7.
Nah, you cannot stop it. Quitting was never an option. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
Innovation is our specialty. Winning is his. Zane Navratil has won more than 40 pro gold medals and back-to-back Major League Pickleball titles. One of pickleball's most iconic and decorated athletes teamed up with our world-class engineers with one goal in mind: build a paddle that can dominate. the Zane Navratil signature paddle, designed for champions by champions. Available now. Pro XR Pickleball. Innovation you can handle.
Hayden Patriquin and Maggie Brasha kept things close all the way through in the opener, then eventually pulled away. What was it on their side that was the recipe for success, Kyle?
You know, from my vantage point, it looked like Kawamoto and Barr made a tactical error after their timeout. They tried avoiding unwinding the stack when Kawamoto was returning. That put both backhands in the middle, and it just looked like it took them a little bit out of their rhythm in that formation that they were less used to.
Maggie Brasha pulls the trigger, and she is so sneakily good and strong as a female partner. She finds ways to put the ball in position to put it away.
Yeah, she has not been afraid of going at Deckelbar in this match, and it's really paid dividends for their team.
2-0-2.
Oh my gosh, Hayden Patriquin got it.
And immediately goes on offense.
Insanity. You thought that ball was gone. Good night. Hayden Patriquin disappears off the screen. That was awesome.
Point.
First lob attempt we've seen from Deckelbar. I don't mind the choice, but nice job by Maggie Brasha being ready with the overhead.
Side out.
Lost speed from Deckelbar, catching Hayden Patriquin on the backside.
0-4-1. Second serve.
It's a tough leave there by Patriquin. Was not out by much.
Over on grandstand, by the way, Jackie Kawamoto in action with Christian Elshon. Took the opening game 11-0. Now they just split games. Tellez and Stratman took game 2. That angle is disgusting from Hayden Patriquin.
Yeah, beautiful return from Patriquin, really pinning Barr and Kawamoto deep and then opening up the court with a beautiful backhand angle.
4-0-1.
Deckelbar coming to life, and that's where he can burn you the most.
Yeah, Patriquin and Brasha trying to work that shake and bake, but just a little bit too high on the drive from Patriquin, and Barr able to take advantage, hitting down on the volley.
Big put away for Deckelbar. What needs to change or continue on the side of Kawamoto and Barr to be able to come back?
Well, I think they need to get to the kitchen line, however, whether that's aggression or drops. But once they get there, I'd like to see Barr pulling the trigger a little bit more often against Brasha.
Maggie Brasha again attacking the backhand of Deckelbar.
Well, and that's been the problem. When the female player is going at you more often than you're going at her, there's a little bit of a disconnect there. So there's a lot of factors as to why that is, but they're going to need to change that if they want to come out on top in this one.
Point.
On the board.
1-4-2. Point.
I think Deckelbar called that wide.
Is that correct?
Looked out to me in real time. Patriquin was pretty sure it caught the line.
Out for video review.
Replay here.
Another crazy angle, though, from Patriquin. His ability to do it so quickly.
Yeah, Patriquin's game, just watching him the last 6 months or so, has really taken off. He was already a top player beforehand, still very young, but he's going to be around on the pro scene for a long time. From there, it does look in from that angle to me, Michelle.
Yeah. It's tough to tell from behind the ball, but that does... Looks like it catches.
Looks right on the line to me. Again, in fast motion.
to the Kawamoto family. They're obviously born and raised in Maui,
After a year,
Hawaii,
the call
which
is overturned, the ball was
took a
in.
huge hit.
Results in side out, serving for 1-1.
So all the momentum still here with Patriquin and Brasha. Let's see if Kawamoto and Barr can hold strong. This is a critical exchange here. They can't let that lead get any further if they want to come back in this match.
Time in for 1-1. Second serve.
Just back for Brasha.
4-1-2. Point.
That time, Deco Barr wants that one back. What a third shot drop, though, from Brasha,
5-1-2.
perfectly placing that inside the kitchen on Kawamoto.
She's really varying her attack locations nicely against Barr. Has him fooled at the moment.
How was she able to do that
Side
so
out.
effectively?
Well, what she does when she gets an attackable ball, she drops the head of the paddle
1-5-1.
most of the time. That allows her to clear the net. Maybe you sacrifice a little power, but it allows you to force your opponent to volley in different locations.
Point.
Easy finish for Deco Barr. Down 3 now.
Yeah, when Barr engages
2-5-1.
against Brasha, he's winning the majority of those exchanges. I think he needs to be a little bit more bold and look to pull the trigger as early as possible with them having a deficit here.
3-5-1. Second serve.
Again, Barr and Kawamoto have just struggled to consistently
3-5-2.
get to the kitchen line here in the, game number 2. And
Side
that's
out.
been the play that's been working this whole match for Brasha and Patriquin. The aggressive dink from Patriquin and the bold attack from Brasha once she got that slight pop-up.
5-3-1. Point.
Scorpion attempts into the net. A lot of pressure from Hayden Patriquin.
Yeah, Kawamoto trying to do
6-3-1.
whatever she could to counter that, but her weight was falling backwards. Tougher when you don't have your lower body nice and stable.
One angle once again, curling it wide was Hayden Patriquin.
Yeah, Barr
Timeout
had an
receiver,
opening for the
7-3-1.
ATP, but very tough to convert when you're on the dead run like that. And this has been the difference in the match. When you're at the kitchen line, Brasha and Patriquin have had a little bit more spin, have been a little bit more assertive with their dinking, and that's allowed them to be the team that's dictating and maintaining control.
Hayden Patriquin looking so sharp here in his second round match. They are protecting a 4-point lead.
Corner booths. sticky floors, catching breaks, and second wins. You never forget the way some things taste. Great taste, 96 calories. Tastes like Miller time.
Okay, we are back. The Carvana PPA Tour Tournament of Champions. We've got a great matchup for you here between Barr and Jade Kawamoto versus Hayden Patrickman and Maggie Brasha. Brasha and Patrickman have been in complete control here in game 2. We'll see how it goes from this point on.
7-3-1. Point.
Into the net for Kawamoto. Tough way to come out of the break. Patrickman and Brasha
8-3-1.
created the momentum in game 1 and haven't stopped. Such a good drop from Hayden Patrickman. A little top spin on it. Drops it to the backhand of Barr. Kawamoto and Barr have been stuck in this stacking position. And Patrickman owning the point.
Yeah, and Patrickman and Brasha really putting on a clinic of showing that there's more than one way to be aggressive. You can be aggressive by hitting it hard, but you can also be aggressive with spin and aggressive placement to set you up to be in control of the point.
Oh my gosh. His ability to dig out impossible balls is incredible. Hayden Patrickman finds a way to steal the match, 11-7 and 11-3. First, he drops it to the backhand of Barr, then he drives this third to the backhand of Kawamoto. Hayden Patrickman was the story in this match.
Well, like I mentioned before the match, to me in the last 6 months or so, he's really rounded out his game and become a complete player. He can slow the game down, he can speed it up with his fast reflexes, but it's really his usage of spin and being able to counteract all the spins on both sides, I think that sets him apart from a lot of the other top pros.
We've got another match coming your way after this short break, and it's one you don't want to miss. Maggie Brasha and Hayden Patrickman cleaning up and on to the next round.
Hi, I'm Rick Barry. I used to play professional basketball. Now I'm into pickleball. Performance is really important, but also recovery is actually just as important.
AlloMD is a product that I use constantly before my matches and after my matches for my recovery.
Great for inflammation, great for recovery. I keep coming back to this. AlloMD all day long, baby.
I use it.
I use it.
I use it. I use it.
I use it. AlloMD Acute Relief Cream.
Check this out. This is Venom Go by Hyperice. You stick this pod on this pad and boom, instant relief wherever you need it. With 9 different variations of heat and vibration, you can soothe your sore muscles instantly. The tight spot on your neck, that little knot on your back, that shoulder that always bugs you, and your tight calf after a ride, say bye-bye to the pain and soreness. Heating up 6 times faster than any other heating pad. Ooh, that's hot. It's designed to get you out and moving. What are you waiting for?
Back on center court, we've got a thrilling matchup coming your way next, featuring a young and up-and-comer, Allie Phillips, playing with Todd Fote, taking on Tyson McGuffin and Catherine Parenteau, who are already making an appearance on Championship Saturday for singles. As for us here in mixed doubles, Hayden Patrickman and Maggie Brasha took care of business in 2 games, and once they found their momentum in game 1, they didn't stop. They join us now to talk about it. Maggie, starting with you, you were so aggressive in your kitchen play against Barr, picking your moments, and had no fear when it came to speeding it up right at the big body of Barr. What was your approach in this matchup?
Yeah, being more aggressive has been something I've been working on recently, and I knew to have success, I just had to go for it, to not be hesitant, and it paid off this time.
Hayden, I mentioned that, in the last 6 months or so, it really seems like you've become a complete player, really rounding out your game. There's not a lot of holes there from what I can tell. What is it that you've been working on recently in your game to get you at this top level?
Well, according to Deckel, it's my white paddle. He gave me no credit, but it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, but I've just been working hard. Maggie and I practice a lot at Los Cab. Go check it out if you're in California. But yeah, just working hard and having fun. That's about it.
Maggie, what do you like about playing with Hayden?
Well, just what he said, having fun for the most part. I mean, Hayden is so great, such a great player, but most of all, we just have so much fun playing together, always laughing, and it's a blast.
Heck yeah.
I have one quick follow-up for you, Maggie. Hayden was once quoted saying he has the hands of God. Would you happen to agree with that comment? I believe that was a couple months ago. Self-quoted.
Yeah. Hayden has.
He said it about himself, to be clear.
Yeah, no, Hayden has the fastest hands for sure. I mean, I don't think I've played against anyone with faster hands.
Thanks, Maggie. Thanks. Appreciate it.
I think he's got the shades. I think he's got the shades to match those hands right now.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Sorry, Hayden.
Get it at knockaround, code Hayden. Oh, no, you're okay.
An interview we will never forget. All right, guys, congratulations through to the next round, and we will see you in the round of 16. As for us, we've got another matchup coming your way on Championship Court. It is Todd Fote, Allie Phillips taking on Catherine Parenteau and Tyson McGuffin, the clear favorites in this one, but it is going to be a thriller. Don't be fooled by that 29 seed. Phillips and Fote, they're a team to watch. We'll be right back.
Play hard for fun, to win, to live. Whatever your play, there's Penetrax Joint and Muscle Cream to let you play on. Deep penetrating relief without greasiness, irritation, or unpleasant odor. Inspired by nature and 100% guaranteed. Try Penetrax and play on.
For muscle cramps and spasms, you need fast relief. TheraWorks Relief absorbs quickly with a safe, gentle, non-opioid formula without the mess or strong odor. So get back at it.
TheraWorks.
TheraWorks.
TheraWorks works.
Use TheraWorks every day to prevent muscle cramps and spasms. TheraWorks works. Try TheraWorks and get back at it.
Back on Championship Court, Michelle McMahon, Kyle McKenzie here with you, and another thrilling mixed doubles matchup coming your way next. Tyson McGuffin and Catherine Parenteau taking on Allison Phillips and Todd Fote. You know Tyson McGuffin quite well, so what are your expectations for him in this partnership with Catherine Parenteau? They haven't played in a couple weeks.
Yeah, no, it's been, I believe, a 6-week break for Catherine, so it's been a little while since they've shared the court together, but they both looked sharp yesterday, booked their ticket for Championship Saturday here in Utah, and one of the things that sets them apart is when the point starts, when they're serving, they have those single skills. So if they want to play fast, they can bring that early offense. But at their core, in doubles, both of these players are grinders. They scrape, they claw, they do whatever they can to extend points. So it's very tough to game plan against a team that can play both styles effectively.
Well, Catherine Parenteau picked a good time to come back. She came roaring back with a vengeance in women's singles yesterday, and she is looking as sharp as ever. Said she took a break, took a little vacation, of course, spent some time training. What is it about Catherine Parenteau that continues to impress you?
Well, there's not one shot or one style that jumps out and says, oh, that's what Catherine does. It's really the fact that she does everything well. She can play multiple styles. She can be aggressive if she needs to. She's very comfortable just grinding and putting balls in play. So she can be a complementary piece to just about anyone else in a partnership. And that's why she's so in demand, you know, especially on the mixed doubles side.
Allison Phillips on the other side of this matchup. And she's a pro pickleball player from northern Utah, the 6th of 8 children, by the way, in a very pickleball-loving family. Comes from a competitive soccer and tennis background, began playing the sport at the age of 13. A young and up-and-comer, a national champion as well. Back in singles when she was just 16 years old. Definitely a player to watch. And her partner is Todd Fote, a name we've seen around the tour for a little bit.
Yeah, seen Todd Fote compete in MLP, also a Utah native. Very solid all-around player, very great dinker at the kitchen line, plays that left side very well. He's going to need to be very bold and be as aggressive as he can, though, in this mixed doubles matchup against McGuffin and Parenteau.
Todd Fote, originally from Vancouver, Canada, played Division I tennis at Weber State University. And used his 5th year of eligibility to play on the golf team, by the way.
It's an all-around athlete.
All-around athlete. Parents were college tennis players as well. And he also played competitive badminton and soccer throughout high school. A lot of racket sports in his background. As we get you set for first serve, Tyson, McGuffin, and Catherine Parenteau, the 4 seed and the clear favorites. Are there any holes on their side that you can target if you're Phillips and Fote early?
Well, I think once you're at the kitchen line, if you can get control, both Parenteau and McGuffin can be somewhat attackable, but it's gaining control of the point often enough to be able to attack them is going to really be the challenge.
Side out.
Phillips trying to roll that forehand dink out of the air. It's a good idea. Just couldn't quite clear the tape.
Out of reach for McGuffin.
Yeah, when McGuffin's off balance, reaching like that, that's when he's probably going to want to leave for Catherine when she's a little bit in better position behind him.
Side out.
McGuffin unable to convert with the 3rd shot drive, and Phillips and Fote have a quick side out.
Second serve.
Excellent recognition from Parenteau, realizing McGuffin's all the way over on her side. Great time to jump the kitchen.
Wait.
Forced error for McGuffin, and Phillips and Fote, the first on the board.
1-0-2. Right out.
Some other big news around the mixed doubles draw. Vivienne David and Thomas Wilson, a last-minute withdrawal. Vivienne David is sick, so she is a scratch. That's unfortunate. That's a fun team to watch.
Yeah, very dangerous team. I believe they were the 3 seed here, so that certainly opens up the draw that much more.
Callie Phillips going right at Catherine Parenteau, forces the error.
Yeah, nice job by Phillips winning the pattern against Parenteau and finding a good attack location that Parenteau did not see coming.
Second serve.
Good depth on that punch volley from McGuffin.
1-0-2. Point.
Yeah, McGuffin trying to speed up cross-court through fault. That's a little bit more risky as he has a little bit more reaction time to counterpunch and swing away.
Zero, 2, 1.
Well, precision of Tan Fote, patient.
Yeah, doing a nice job of maximizing his lean there, generating a lot of offense, just a little flick right into McGuffin. Fote trying to roll that at the feet of Parenteau in transition, but couldn't quite clear the tape.
1, 2, 2.
Oh, Allie Phillips gets McGuffin deep down the line, sets herself up perfectly for the Ernie finish.
Yeah, huge play by Phillips there. Dinks behind McGuffin, wrong foots him, and puts the point away with the Ernie.
Time, I'll recall. 2, 1, 1. Second serve.
Nice job by McGuffin controlling the kitchen line. Didn't let Fote or Phillips advance beyond midcourt.
2, 1, 2.
Todd Fote representing the Hard Eights with his hat. Major League Pickleball team sends that serve wide.
1, 2, 1.
Serve back to Parenteau and McGuffin. McGuffin catches Phillips on the wing. Smart play from the veteran.
Yeah, really nice location. Knows that Phillips is sitting backhand heavy on the counter and just slid it right out of her strike zone.
2, 2, 1.
Todd Fote lined up the middle, took enough off it to land it inside the baseline. What a shot.
Yeah, really nice disguise. He's been dinking that cross to McGuffin. Realized McGuffin wasn't far enough over in the middle and took advantage.
McGuffin lights things up first. Parenteau finishes with some off speed.
3, 2, 2. Later.
And a great two-hander from Phillips. Parenteau trying to attack cross court, and Phillips able to turn on that right into the McGuffin body.
2, 3, 1. Second serve
was just back for Phillips. Both players used to the altitude.
2, 3, 2.
Phillips with a sneaky ATP.
And those sometimes can be the easiest ATPs when the ball goes off the let cord there.
3, 3,
it'll
2.
often open up that angle to give you a big old target if you wait long enough.
Later.
Nice depth on the return there. Ball
3,
back
3,
to McGuffin
1.
and Parenteau.
Just back for Phillips. Parenteau and McGuffin take over a 1-point lead.
4, 3, 1.
Yeah, nice choice there from McGuffin. Fote has been very aggressive this match of owning the middle. Nice choice by McGuffin driving
5, 3,
behind
1.
him up the line.
Ooh, Todd Fote seemed to have that point in his favor. What a grab from Tyson McGuffin to dig that angle out.
Yeah, kept it just low enough to earn the error there from Fote.
6-3-1. Point. Timeout receiving team 7-3-1.
Timeout called by Allie Phillips and Todd Fote as Parenteau and McGuffin start to pull away here, up by 4 after this opener was close in the beginning.
And this is why McGuffin and Parenteau are so tough to beat, is Fote and Phillips have played them close at the kitchen line, but McGuffin and Parenteau able to play fast and create some separation.
So you spent a lot of time coaching with Tyson McGuffin. What are some things that maybe we don't know about him in the way that he coaches and the style of his play? Anything that's underrated about his game that you don't think is talked about enough?
Well, I don't think, you know, being more of a pickleball geek and loving the X's and O's, I don't think Tyson gets enough credit for the tactician that he is. You know, he's a flashy, charismatic personality, but people don't realize how much effort he puts into scouting out teams, into coming up with a game plan, and just being as prepared as he can in any way for big matches.
And when you're on his bench, what is the most common thing, without giving away any trade secrets? What's your exchange looking like?
To some degree, I have to play the part. So I know that Tyson needs energy. So I'm not necessarily that guy, but when I'm on his bench, I know that I've got to bring a little bit of that, and then just not information overload. He knows the game, he knows his own game, but anything that I see that's maybe tough for him to see in that moment, I try to keep my advice mostly simple, but try to keep that enthusiasm just because I know that he feeds off that energy, feeds off the crowd, and that's when he plays his best.
Allie Phillips and Todd Fote look to close the hole or slow the momentum of McGuffin and Parenteau, a well-oiled machine at this point. And they no longer have Thomas Wilson or Vivienne David to get through in this draw as the 4 seed. Now sliding into that 3 seed position, presumably.
Second serve.
Wanted to come down on that.
Yeah, McGuffin had a good look at the volley. Phillips was a little out of position, but he was just maybe stretched a touch too much.
Right out. Three, 8-1. Second serve. Three, 8-2.
Oh, what an angle from McGuffin. Leans in, hooks the corner.
Yeah, really putting a lot of spin on each one of his shots, maintaining control of that point until ultimately he had one to put away.
8-3-1.
Tyson McGuffin steps in, puts it away.
Yeah, finishes it with a quick sweeping forehand back across his body. Well measured.
9-3-1.
Deep corner. And a good ball from Phillips and Fote.
Yeah, high on that drive attempt from Parenteau.
9-3-2.
With McGuffin poaching, he's certainly left in a vulnerable position.
Oh, ATP attempt into the post for Parenteau.
Yeah, looked like she had barely a sliver. Maybe didn't let that ball drop low enough to be able to open up fully.
Second serve.
Good read to go for the poach there from Fote. Just maybe a half step slow to get to that one.
Oh, what an ATP from Allie Phillips once again.
Yeah, McGuffin seemingly in control at that point, shaping it to the edges, but great recognition from Phillips, realizing that the ATP would be there and then executing it perfectly.
It almost looked like she wasn't even going to make it. Did I go through the post?
It might have, actually.
Side out.
Tough one to see in real time.
That looked like an impossible angle to hit. Makes sense. McGuffin and Parenteau recover the serve. It did go through the post, we're hearing.
Second serve. 9-4-2.
Fote was looking to catch Parenteau off guard. Let's have another look at that ATP from Ali Fote, or through the post, we should say, after this point. Get that queued up for you. Here it is. Have another look through. Yeah, right through.
Pretty tough to not hit the net or that side post.
Seriously, that's even more precise than an ATP. You got a slim margin of error there.
Second serve. Four, 10-2.
Tyson McGuffin rolls it right at the feet of Allie Phillips. She knows it. Game point back on the side of Parenteau and McGuffin.
Second serve.
Nice choice there by Fote, finding the feet of Parenteau as she's trying to move in.
10-4-2.
Second game point held by Phillips and Fote. They'll have another try to close the 6-point gap.
Later, our second serve. Four, 10-2. Side out.
Phillips frustrated, understandably so. Serve back to Parenteau and McGuffin. 2 chances.
10-4-1.
And another game point. Wow, what a reset from McGuffin. Just shy there.
Yeah, Fote doing a nice job of finding the feet of Parenteau and McGuffin, maintaining control.
10-4-2.
Closing in. Another game point. Yeah. Fought off.
Definitely had a very makeable finish there.
4-10-1.
His energy seems more subdued to me, Tyson's, at the moment.
Second serve.
Not that time. He seems more chill in the morning. Is that
I think that's probably pretty accurate. He likes to feel his way into the tournament a little bit.
Can't unleash the barking yet. Big in the middle once more for McGuffin. 2 quick holds. And a 4th game point here.
10-4-1. Second serve.
Maybe just a little lapse in concentration from McGuffin and Parenteau since they've gotten to 10. Haven't played their best. See if they can do it right here.
No, good defense from Parenteau. Todd Fote staying on offense. 4th game point fought off. They live to see another day. Down 6.
And Allison Phillips has done a really nice job in that forehand-to-forehand pattern against Catherine Parenteau. She's played her very even so far in this match.
ATP defended by Parenteau, just too high. Fote puts it away. They're down 5. You mentioned that cross-court dink battle between the ladies. What's the key to hanging in with Parenteau after this point concludes? Todd Fote takes over.
Yeah, Fote getting a little more aggressive the last couple points, just in time. His team's climbing back. But I would say staying in the pattern with somebody like Parenteau, you have to balance consistency without just giving dead weak dinks. So she's using spin, but she's matching Parenteau shot for shot in that pattern so far in this match.
Wide for Fote, a lot of pressure from McGuffin, forcing him into that position.
Yeah, McGuffin looking for opportunities to attack Phillips. Phillips did a good job handling it. Fote just a little bit early in that fast battle.
Get over there! Side out.
Todd Fote a little ambitious on that poach.
Yeah, and the difference down the stretch in this match to me is Fote and Phillips just haven't been able to get to the kitchen line consistently with McGuffin taking a lot of court on those fourth balls.
Point game, switch ends.
Parenteau and McGuffin ended there, 11-6 finish. Not the cleanest ending to their performance, but still found a way to get the job done.
Yeah, they worked hard to get a big lead. Took them quite a few game points to finally get it done, but they're going through on to game 2 with 1 game under their belt.
Tyson McGuffin subdued so far. We'll see if the barking comes out in game 2 right after this short break.
This spring, you don't have to be a baller to buy like one. With a power bid approval from Guaranteed Rate, you can go head-to-head with cash offers and win. Call a Guaranteed Rate loan officer today.
Bring it on!
Pack all the things. Fly on your schedule. Reward yourself and girls whenever. Stay or go when you wanna. And more is on the way. So when you're ready to go, go with heart. Go with Southwest.
Good to have Catherine Parenteau back in the mix. It's been a 6-week break for her. Game 1 win in their favor, 11-6. And it seems like her and McGuffin are picking up right where their partnership left off.
Yeah, they do a lot of things well as a duo. 0-0-2. Phillips and Fote, though, played them pretty even at the kitchen line. They're just going to have to do a little better in some different categories if they want to win this next game.
Oh, Tyson McGuffin sneaks one on the shoulder of Fote in different categories. They need to do better on, meaning what?
Well, I think they need to get to the kitchen line. They're trying to get there, dropping just about all of their thirds. But McGuffin is playing so much court, he's making it very tough for them to advance. So they need to expose that. I would try to get forward through more drive drop combos to get to the kitchen line and then battle it out from there.
Side out.
Parenteau had a good look at that two-hander, playing just a little bit off the line. Couldn't quite clear the tape.
0-1-1. Second serve.
Well-placed shot from Tyson McGuffin.
0-1-2.
He's been working Allie Phillips around the court. Just wide for Fote. And a quick hold for Parenteau and McGuffin.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for him to miss the first dink. He played a perfect drop to get all the way up, but then an early error.
1-0-1. Second serve.
Nice use of spin there by Phillips, dipping that ball just a little bit low, earning the error from Parenteau.
And Parenteau just paints the baseline. Allie Phillips has no answers.
Nice job from Parenteau, staying low through contact, straightening that counter out.
2-0-2.
Smart lob from McGuffin. Mixes up the pace, causes chaos for Phillips and Fote.
Yeah, Fote and Phillips hadn't seen the lob from McGuffin yet. Good time for it. Pushes him out of position.
Side out.
Nice leave by Fote there as he's moving in.
Zero, 3-1.
Just wide for Phillips.
Yeah, I'd like to see Phillips either completely commit or hang back just a little bit when Fote is driving. When she takes that step into transition, it often exposes her feet for the volley from her opponents.
Captain Parenteau gets tagged by Allie Phillips.
Yeah, McGuffin doing everything he could to defend the ATP, but Phillips cranking a two-hander right into the body of Parenteau.
Side out.
Yeah, and Phillips and Fote just can't seem to keep the ball away from McGuffin when they're trying to advance and get to the kitchen line. They may need to go to his backhand early in order to open up the court.
Point. Four, 1-1.
What a rip from Tyson McGuffin. No chance for Todd Fote leading in towards the center.
Timeout,
receiving team, one right on the rise. Really surprised Fote. Fote leaning middle, trying to be aggressive as the male player, but McGuffin taking advantage.
Timeout called by Allie Phillips and Todd Fote, looking to talk things over, down 4 to a red-hot Tyson McGuffin and Catherine Parenteau.
To make it to the game, it takes dedication and training. To stay in the game, it takes grit and stamina. To win the game, it takes strategy and skill. You keep focus on your approach, drop, and champion shots, and we'll help you stay focused on your strength, flexibility, speed, and downtime. Having a sports medicine partner in your court is key to helping you make it to the game, stay in the game, and win the game. Select Medical is proud to be the exclusive provider of physical therapy of the PPA Tour.
Tyson McGuffin always putting on a show, and he has held true to that statement here in the second round against Allie Phillips and Todd Fote. Up by 4. Looking to continue the run as the first server on his side. It's a lively arm from Todd Fote.
Yeah, did a nice job of finding the feet every time he could with spin until he got that high ball. Beautiful put away. Yeah, the Parenteau drive just kind of caught Phillips on that right hip, jammed her up a little bit.
7-1-2.
Pressure from Catherine Parenteau on the backhand. And as good as she is on offense, so good with her resets and her finesse touch to stay in the point.
Yeah, nice little lean in and poke from McGuffin, catching Fote on the right hip. He was able to slide for one, but with your body moving that much, it's tough to keep engaging in those firefights at the kitchen line.
This return for Phillips, not the answer here against the 4 seed, running away with game 2.
Side out.
Side out earned by Phillips and Fote to live another day. By the way,
Parenteau just had a good look at that counter, couldn't quite convert.
Well fought off by Tyson McGuffin down the middle. I was gonna tell you some drama scoop, Kyle, because the winner of this one gets Christian Alshon and Jackie Kawamoto. There's some tension between Tyson McGuffin and Alshon with their singles matchup recently.
Yeah, there were definitely some words exchanged during the handshake at the last tournament.
It's going to be a heated round of 16 matchup. This is the round of 32.
10-1-1. Second serve.
Well played by Todd Fote. Match point number 2 for Tyson McGuffin to finish it here. What a touch from Allie Phillips. Inside out flick down the line. Looking to get her people of Utah on her side. Northern Utah native. 21 years old. All smiles after that shot. Todd Fote jumps in, protects the middle. Rolls it right at the feet of McGuffin.
Yeah, recognized that he'd get a high bounce off that let cord. Was able to go right on offense. And we've seen a couple of nice slides to the side from Fote. The opponent's trying to chicken wing him. He's taking that away with his movement.
3-10-1. Second
and
serve.
Sends the serve long. Todd Fote can't believe it.
3-10-2.
Oh, what a response from Fote on the Ernie of Tyson McGuffin.
Yeah, McGuffin jumping the kitchen, but it puts him out of position for the next one. And nice reflexes there again by Fote.
That ball was just wide. Side out, and match point number 3 for Parenteau and McGuffin.
10-4-1. point game match.
And that's how it will end. Catherine Parenteau and Tyson McGuffin reunited at last, and a clean sweep in the round of 16.
Yeah, they were definitely tested, especially at the kitchen line. Phillips and Folk have a lot of game. They have a lot to offer, but the up-tempo style was enough to keep McGuffin and Parenteau ahead in both games.
As I mentioned, they will have a date with Christian Elshon and Jackie Kawamoto in the next round. And we are going to see how Tyson McGuffin feels about that in an interview next.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour.
Why is Aaron happy? Well, just days ago, his old wheels gave out. But he knew Carvana had his back. That's because Carvana had tens of thousands of cars under $20,000. So Aaron's folks could help him out with a sweet ride.
No way.
Yes way. With the most cars under $20,000 and our car vending machines, we'll drive you happy at Carvana.
Great to have Catherine Parenteau back in the mix. Her and Tyson McGuffin already in Championship Sunday in singles, and so far so good in mixed doubles as well. Took care of business in 2 games, and they are through to the round of 16. They have a matchup now against Christian Elshon and Jackie Kawamoto. Interesting for many reasons, and they both join us now to talk about it. Tyson, starting with you, how does it feel to be back with your partner, Catherine Parenteau, for this one?
You know, it feels great. The band is back together. You know, she was off the whole month of July. I was missing her. I was also off, but yeah, I feel like we were able to kind of get our groove there. I thought we made a decent amount of thirds. I was able to kind of use my forehand in the middle there. Catherine was steady as a rock on the right. And obviously with the altitude here, the ball's playing pretty fast. We're trying to get some freebies and get some cheapies off the drive in the crash. I felt like on the return, I was able to be aggressive on fourth balls as well and kind of make them feel some traffic as they were coming in. So I think overall, first match of the day, not too shabby. We are moving on and feeling good.
So Catherine, you know, one of the things that we talked about is, you know, the versatility of you guys is what often separates you from a lot of the other top teams. The ability to use some of your single skills and play fast, but also grind points out at the kitchen line. Talk to the folks at home about what things you guys look for in a match to kind of decide which style or which tempo to play.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it really depends on who you're playing against. You know, some players, sometimes they're just better dinkers. I feel like also, I think we're better when we're aggressive first. So for us, you know, kind of staying back on the right shots from the baseline coming in, just looking for the right opportunity to move forward and to be aggressive, when to be aggressive. I feel like
Tyson, I have to ask, there was a heated exchange between you and Christian Elshon in Fountain Valley in men's singles. So your next matchup is in mixed against him and Jackie Kawamoto. How do you approach that matchup with the exchange that you had most recently?
Yeah, he actually told me after the match that he was a huge fan of my Viper Corp Pro white and pinks. So there was nothing bad said. He just told me that I looked way too damn good in those shoes and that he didn't want to play me again.
Is that what that was said? Okay, good to know.
That was exactly what was said.
We're going to have to go back to the footage and trace some...
Direct quote, word for word. Well done, Tyson.
Shoes look too good, you know, simple as that.
Hey, well deflected, my friend. Good on you. All right, we will see you guys both in the round of 16. Coming up next, one more matchup before we head on over to CBS Sports. Riley Newman taking the stage front and center with his partner, Jessie Irvine. We'll be back with the preview of this matchup coming up next.
Introducing Verse 6 Raw, a sweet spot of price and performance. All of the features you asked for, brought to you by the experts at Pickleball Central. Toray T700 Raw Carbon technology creates lasting spin, and a unique elongated shape amplifies power and broad court coverage. Experienced enhanced control with a hybrid core and the flexibility of an extended handle for two-handed shots. An octagonal grip with sealed edges guarantees comfort. Verse 6 Raw, your game elevated.
Follow your vibe. Busy Hard Seltzer, flavor for every vibe.
Stay in the game with OS First Socks and Compression. Chosen by pro athletes for comfort, injury prevention, and muscle recovery. Be a champion with compression zone technology for support where you need it and the flexibility to make your move. Gear up like a pro and step into greatness.
Back in the beautiful mountains of Brigham City, Utah, here for the Vulcan Tournament of Champions. We are on to another second round mixed doubles matchup. We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, it is time for our TheraWorks point of the day. Tyson McGuffin. He's back with Parenteau. They're looking as good as ever. Wait for the ATP and the finish on the rally.
We get the defense of the ATP, and it keeps going.
Perfectly played by Parenteau. Stays patient. And then gets an Ernie to close out the point. Parenteau and Tyson McGuffin looking pretty good heading into their round of 16 matchup. We've got another second round match coming your way. How's Riley Newman feeling coming into today as the 1 seed? Find out after this.
It starts right here. Run while you can. Your time is running out. It's running out.
Get away with a great deal at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Now's the time to get in and get away. Get up to $1,000 bonus cash on the 2023 Tucson or Santa Fe, plus 3.29% APR. Now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Want to maximize your game performance to always stay in bounds? Look no further. Thorlo Pickleball socks are specifically engineered with our innovative padding to help you perform your best. Pickleball socks that keep you on the ball. Find your sock at thorlo.com.
Play hard. For fun. To win. To live. Whatever your play, there's Penetrax Joint and Muscle Cream to let you play on. Deep penetrating relief without greasiness, irritation, or unpleasant odor. Inspired by nature and 100% guaranteed. Try Penetrax and
Let's have better time with this. Our advanced formulas are made of plant-sourced omega-3s from 9 nutritious foods. Green fat isn't anti-aging, it's pro-aging. Have better time with green fat.
Back in Brigham City, Utah, and we will be continuing our coverage over on CBS Sports Network starting at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's 12 p.m. Pacific. Can't wait to go on the national stage once more as Riley Newman takes the stage with his partner Jessie Irvine. These two played together at the beginning of the year. Riley Newman has made it so far with so many different mixed doubles partners. He's so versatile. A man of the people, clearly. What is the biggest strength for he and Jessie as a duo?
Well, I think the versatility of Newman, how aggressive he can be playing both sides, and really just she's the right partner for him, in my opinion, because she doesn't like to take a lot of chances, really likes to play patient and set him up, and that's what he's looking for mostly in a partner.
Zero, 1. Point.
Opposing side is Pesa Teoni and Lauren Mercado. Lauren is just 16 years old, out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Crafty lefty is Pesa Teoni.
Very sneaky little fake, little flick from Teoni there. He's going to need to bring a lot of offense if they want to get through in this matchup.
Point.
Riley Newman, early ATP.
Yeah, just a little bit too much angle on that backhand roll from Mercado. Newman there to take advantage.
Side out.
And Mercado, like Riley Newman, has a basketball background. So she found pickleball during COVID.
Second serve.
Long on the speed-up chance for Teoni.
Nice disciplined leave there from Irvine, recognizing where she's at and that ball's going to be flying.
Side out.
Jessie Irvine, so patient and methodical in her approach, picks the perfect moment to attack the body of Mercado.
Yeah, took advantage of a slight pop-up and a nice use of that one-handed backhand flick.
Every ball to Mercado, finished off by Riley Newman. The strategy is quite clear on their side.
Well, so many things go into making chemistry for a partnership, and Irvine and Newman can do offensive things, but at their core, they really like to work the point, break down their opponents with their patience and consistency. So on paper, seeing the game in a similar way is definitely important.
Second serve.
Nice roll at the feet
4-0-2.
of Newman there from Mercado.
Short return, Riley Newman drives and crashes. Takes full advantage. Not the chance you
5-0-2.
want to give up. Tough to play that error ratio though with the altitude to keep it deep but not too deep on the return.
Yeah, it's definitely a fine line that you have to walk. You want depth, but again, it's so easy for that ball to carry. Sometimes you decelerate and leave those returns just a little bit too short.
Second serve.
Looks like Mercado definitely had Irvine leaning the wrong way. So she had some space up the line, but couldn't convert.
0-5-2. Side out.
Short on the drop attempt from Mercado.
5-0-1.
Newman and Irvine will get the ball back.
Second serve.
Nice penetrating slice there from Teoni.
5-0-2.
Skidded into Newman. Wasn't able to convert on the drive.
Point.
Jessie Irvine.
Timeout receivers.
Flying
6-0-2.
Burt early from Riley Newman, recognizing that his partner's back and that's the likely location for his opponents wanting to hit. Great anticipation, great athleticism.
Bird alert here on championship court. Riley Newman and Jessie Irvine. They're looking like a 1 seed here in Brigham City, Utah.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour.
This spring, you don't have to be a baller to buy like one. With a power bid approval from Guaranteed Rate, you can go head-to-head with cash offers and win. Call a Guaranteed Rate loan officer today.
Gearbox introduces the all-new CX-14 Ultimate Power with SST Core. All-new power band technology, delivering controlled, effortless power. All technology, every shot.
Jessie Irvine and Riley Newman have been dominant so far against the 33 seed. This is the round of 32 here at the Vulcan Tournament of Champions.
Time
One of the most historic
6-0-2.
events in our great sport.
Point.
Riley Newman tests the body of Pesa Teoni.
Yeah, Teoni had a good look at that one. Definitely needs to convert on those in the future if he wants his team to come through.
Football. Left foot. Point. Eight, 0-2. Side out.
Yeah, nice placement there from Mercado. Again, able to find the Newman feet in
0-8-1.
transition.
Second serve.
They're always tough to stomach when you're trying to get on the board, trying to climb back from a big
0-8-2.
deficit. A little too much pace on the finish from
8-0-1.
Newman.
Point.
Yeah, Mercado trying to attack through Jessie Irvine. I don't mind the
9-0-1.
play, but just a little surprised that that one came back. At this level, it's often 1, 2, 3 shot combinations when you go on the attack to finally get that put away.
Irvine and Newman
9-0-2.
looking for the pickle, 2 points away. Fast hands, both sides. Irvine might have hit an out ball in the middle of that sequence. Doesn't matter. Game point. Still on the side of the 1 seed.
10-0-2.
Pesa Tioni sneaking one past Riley Newman.
I've seen that attack on the other side playing against Pesa. He holds that lefty forehand till the last second, really gets his opponent leaning middle and flips the attack.
He's a fun player to watch, that's for sure.
Second serve.
Altitude not being kind to him and his power, though, so far. Second server, Lauren Mercado.
0-10-2.
The deception on that backhand and the degree of difficulty on the shot before the finish for Tioni is impressive.
Yeah, he's got a little, almost like a pump fake misdirection in his motion. Uses that to get ahead and uses his power to put the ball away.
Riley Newman finishes the setup of Jessie Irvine. Causes the pop-up chance and game point number 3.
Second serve.
Yeah, nice choice there by Tioni, taking a little pace off that to find the feet of Irvine.
Riley Newman closes out game 1. And the 1 seat makes quick work out of Mercado and Tioni. Dominant performance for Newman and Irvine, reunited from the beginning of the season. We'll be right back.
And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it. Quitting was never an option. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
First thing I noticed is just it felt softer than a traditional maybe asphalt court. Softer feel, felt better on my joints, felt better on my body. When I was done playing, my body felt a little bit better. It was an easier recovery.
I like that it's a lot of fun. You can also see many families come together. You can see kids, grandparents, parents, they all compete and have a blast. So you can be competitive, but also you can have fun at the same time.
Michelle McMahon, Kyle McKenzie back with you here on Championship Court. Riley Newman and Jessie Irvine looking dominant. Already some upsets so far in the day. They are the 1 seed. Obviously no Ben Johns or Annalie Waters, no Georgia Johnson, JW Johnson, and Anna Bright. James Ignatowich already went down. Give you a couple others in just a moment.
Side out.
Not necessarily an upset, but Zane Navratil and Andrea Koop taking down Tyler Loong and Vivienne David.
0-0-1.
And then the other one, Tina Pisnik and Patrick Smith, a win over Connor Garnett and Irina Tereshchenko.
Yeah, Patrick Smith's had some really nice wins lately, taking
Second
down
serve.
the Johns brothers in Seattle with DJ Young.
He's been riddled with injuries, says he's feeling better.
0-0-2.
And they're through to the round of 16.
Side out.
Even though Mercado missed that, that's the play she's going to have to use when she wins the pattern against Newman. Gets more of a defensive reply. She's going to have to try to go on offense.
It's a good drop from Riley Newman, just barely snuck that one over the net.
And again, you see the court recognition of Jessie Irvine. Didn't even look, knew that ball when it crossed her body at that height from midcourt was definitely going out.
1-0-1.
Top of the tape miss.
Good job from Mercado there. Always tough to win that cross-court pattern against Riley Newman. Doesn't make a lot of errors up the kitchen line.
Jessie Irvine there for the close. Activated in the middle.
Yeah, we talk about Irvine as a great complementary piece as a setup player, but she has plenty of finishing power when she decides to go on offense.
Side out. 0-2-1.
Point. Mercado with a little roll to Riley Newman's backhand. 16 years old, quite a big stage for her to be on here in the pro circuit.
Nice dig from Mercado.
Looked like a layup from Riley Newman, applying that basketball knowledge. Winner of this one gets Maggie Brashaw and Hayden Patriquin in the round of 16. Ooh, missed chance.
Side out.
Home run for Lauren Mercado. We've all been there before.
Yeah, unfortunate for her. Great job from Teoni of taking control at that point and getting them ahead.
Point.
Yeah, just a little bit of extra dip on that drop from Newman. Took that a little bit lower than Mercado was hoping.
Oh, just out of reach from the Ernie of Riley Newman.
Yeah, Newman reading that Teoni was going to go back up his line, but just kept it a little too low to the net. Newman was already committed being midair. Couldn't quite do anything with it.
Side out.
Yeah, great depth on that return. You could see how that clearly got into the body of Newman a little bit too much. Couldn't quite have that contact point with the forehand out in front.
Side out, or sorry, second serve. 1-3-2.
Wide for Newman.
The Mercado's added a little bit extra aggression to her drops and her dinks when going to Newman. It's really starting to pay off here in game number 2.
In what ways? What's changed?
Well, when you're playing against a particular player, you always want to ask yourself, what do you need to do to win? And a player like Riley Newman, you're not going to win by simply waiting for him to make, 11 errors in the game. You've got to try to take more risk at certain times to allow yourself to play offense.
High backhand, not the answer. Riley Newman all over that chance.
4-2-1. Second serve.
Irvine trying a forehand flick from below the height of the net. Just needs to take a little more pace off that if she's going to engage from that low position.
Oh, Jessie Irvine lined it up and for a beauty down the line.
Yeah, Mercado trying to flick of her own from below the height of the net, but Irvine with some of the best counter punching in the female game. Plenty of power there and saw that one well.
Timeout called by Mercado and Teoni. That backhand was pretty from Jessie Irvine. Good bar for Mercado, the 16-year-old, to measure herself against these two pros. Irvine and Newman continue their momentum.
Basketball. Now I'm into pickleball. Performance is really important, but also recovery is actually just as important.
AlloMD is a product that I use constantly before my matches and after my matches for my recovery.
Great for inflammation, great for recovery. I keep coming back to this. AlloMD all day long, baby.
I use it.
I use it.
I use it. I use it.
I use it. AlloMD, acute relief cream.
Corner booths, sticky floors, catching breaks, and second wins. You never forget the way some things taste. Great taste, 96 calories. Tastes like Miller time.
We made our own tequila, so we'd always have a reason to get together, so you'd always have a reason to get together. Grab a glass, amigo. Our casa is your casa.
15 seconds, one timeout, two timeouts.
Welcome back to the Vulcan Tournament of Champions, Pickleball Central. They are your trusted pickleball experts. You need a paddle, you need equipment. They've got you covered in every way, shape, or form. They know exactly what you will need to suit your game. We've got them set up here in Brigham City, but they are also online, and you can give them a call to get a consult. They are also helping me with a Yola paddle for this tournament, which I'm very grateful for. Missed into the post for Riley Newman.
We're going to see that Yola paddle on display tonight. Little commentator pickleball.
Commentator pickleball. We won't have it on YouTube, unfortunately. Sorry. But we will be battling. Adam Stone, Dave Fleming. The dad bods.
Second serve.
The three dad bods battling it out.
2-5-2.
Mercado had a good look at that counter there. Had her feet set, just unable to convert.
Riley Newman activated at the kitchen, to say the least.
Yeah, he reached back for an extra little bit of power there. Put it right at Mercado's feet.
5-2-1.
Point. Jessie Irvine packs a powerful punch on that two-handed backhand. One of the more underrated players nowadays, I feel like, Jessie Irvine. Not a lot of hype around her recently, but she's solid.
Yeah, she's been good for so long and doesn't maybe have as much flash as some of the other players, but so fundamentally sound. Always a tough out in any event she's playing.
Serve.
It's certainly not easy to make a rise in the sport. With some of the newer pros we've been seeing, it's not nearly as easy to stay at the top for many years, which she has been one of those players to do so. Oh, Teoni tests the body of Riley Newman. Had the point on his paddle.
Yeah, with his motion, it's very visually disguised which direction he's taking that. Good job by Newman to handle that attack right into the body.
Point.
Yeah, nice penetrating dink there by Irvine, earning the error from Teoni on the stretch.
Point. Timeout receivers, 9-2-2.
Yeah, Mercado just turning, rotating just a little bit too much on that two-hander. Pulls it wide.
Riley Newman and Jessie Irvine 2 points away from closing in on the match and punching their ticket through to the round of 16, where Maggie Brasha and Hayden Patriquin await. We'll be right back to finish this one after this. Riley Newman, Jessie Irvine 2 points away from closing the match here in the round of 32. They are the 1 seed without Annalie Waters or Ben Johns in the way, nor is J.W. Johnson or Georgia Johnson. In a wide open field with Anna Bright and James Ignatowich going down. No Vivienne David or Thomas Wilson due to withdraw. That's a stylish Ernie for Riley Newman.
We've seen him flying through the air a couple times this match. Great timing on that Ernie.
10-2-2.
It's like a slide approach.
Point, game, match, 11-2.
Jessie Irvine and Riley Newman close it out, 11-1, 11-2, dominating performance, and they look as good as ever as the 1 seed.
Yeah, certainly looking like the 1 seed, putting it all on display. Great defense. We're in complete control from start to finish this match, and they look like they're having a good time out there.
Up next, they have Maggie Brasha and Hayden Patriquin, and we will gather their thoughts in an interview next.
Check this out. This is Venom Go by Hype Rise. You stick this pod on this pad and boom, instant relief wherever you need it. With 9 different variations of heat and vibration, you can soothe your sore muscles instantly. The tight spot on your neck, that little knot on your back, that shoulder that always bugs you, and your tight calf after a ride, say bye-bye to the pain and soreness. Heating up 6 times faster than any other heating pad. Ooh, that's hot. It's designed to get you out and moving. What are you waiting for?
It starts right here.
Riley Newman and Jessie Irvine wasted no time in the round of 32. They are through to the round of 16, cleaning up with an 11-1 and 11-2 finish. They're joining us now to talk it over. Jessie, starting with you, what works about this mixed doubles partnership with Riley?
You know, I think for both of us, we're both pretty intense. I think we have similar personalities when we step on the court. So I think we have a good understanding of each other that, when it comes to it, we're both out here to try to win. And, we're going to try to figure that out strategically and make balls and, just go out there and fight hard.
So, Riley, it's been a couple of tournaments since we've seen you in a championship Sunday. Obviously, it'd be a championship Saturday here. That's unusual for you. We're used to seeing you there every single week. Are you extra hungry because of that to bring home the title here?
Well, thanks for bringing that up, Kyle. I appreciate that.
It was meant as a backhanded compliment, just not went very well.
What an opening!
No, actually, no, but it's honestly something that after Takea, actually, I flew back Saturday night and I went back home to Dallas, and I've actually been doing like 2-a-days. I've been just really upset with the way I've been performing on the court, conditioning. I mean, I've always been really good at conditioning, but I've been really just trying to take it to the next level. I don't want to let my partner down, and I don't want to, I have high expectations for myself. So I've been doing 2-a-days in Texas, and it's been really good for training, and so I'm hungry, to say the least.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Riley, if you need a hitting partner or a water girl in Dallas, you let me know. I'm your girl for that. Last follow-up from me. We're heading to the national television stage next, CBS Sports. You're a showman. We saw a Bert. We saw a stylish Ernie with a layup approach. Any other tricks up your sleeve for the national broadcast?
Well, you got to stay tuned. The tricks are coming. I'm a big entertainer, so is Jessie.
Yeah,
we love playing for the crowd. So.
That's what my goal is, to set him up, to try to do some great things on the court. So you got to stay tuned for it.
You did a great job of that. Sorry for the reminder, the ghost of your past, Riley. Hopefully we'll revisit that storyline later today with a different finish. As for all of our followers here on YouTube, we are continuing our coverage next on CBS Sports Network, and you don't want to miss it. Starting at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Head on over to the national TV stage. We will see you there and pick right up where we left off in the round of 16. Can't wait.